Welcome to episode 3 of season 5 of the Final Score. My name is Jaylen Brinson. First our topic of the day, I'd like to talk about DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley III. Had great summer league debuts.
Suns playing fast. Ayton, welcome to Las Vegas in the NBA, big fella.
Floor mark, and this is what you want. This is a team that wants to go up tempo. Just put it up there for the 7-footer who's an unbelievable athlete. My goodness.
Face by Bagley. Bagley.
If you don't know what the summer league is, it's the rookies of the past NBA draft and sometimes 2 or 3 year pros trying to make a name for themselves, get a contract in the NBA. With Ayton and Bagley, however, their contracts are pretty much guaranteed no matter what because they were first round top draft picks. So summer league for them might not be that important, but just for, first time playing in the NBA and trying to make a slight name for yourself, I feel like it's important for them to play at their best and just get their name going around the league. Marvin Bagley had a great game in his first game versus the Lakers. He and Frank Mason and De'Aaron Fox and Harry Giles actually made his NBA debut after he was sidelined with injury after he was drafted last year. But along with Justin Jackson's been playing well in the summer league. The Sacramento Kings have a young core. Marvin Bagley had a nasty dunk over the Lakers rookie big man Wagner. I feel like Marvin Bagley is going to be a nice fit for the young core of the Sacramento Kings. And as far as DeAndre Ayton, he's as good as advertised for summer league play. He just looks much bigger than all those guys out there. He's gonna be a 2010 guy in the league for a long time, I believe. He just has that drive and that want. Like I said, he just makes it look easy because he has that NBA body. A lot of big men come out of college. They're tall and they played that 4-5 in college, but just that physical grind that you have to go through in the NBA in your first year, you're not as big as the other big men in the league. So DeAndre Ayton already has that 250 lbs on him, so he's gonna come in day one. The Phoenix Suns also have a nice young core. Mikal Bridges, traded from the Philadelphia 76ers. I still think that was a mistake. He looked pretty good for the Phoenix Suns in his first game. He made 6 threes in a row, I believe, in his Phoenix Sun debut. 3-and-D guy right there. I feel like he can become much more. They compare him to Scottie Pippen. So Mikal Bridges was a steal for the Phoenix Suns. They're Devin Booker. They got Josh Jackson looking pretty good, and he's playing in the summer league as well. So in that Pacific Division in the West, they got young teams, but they're looking pretty good in the summer league. So the Cleveland Cavaliers are thinking about trading Kevin Love, and a lot of teams specifically in the Eastern Conference that are trying to make a name for themselves in that conference now that King James is gone. The Cavs might want to start fresh and just build around young, talented point guard Colin Sexton. So they're willing to hear offers for Kevin Love, but they're asking for something big and a lot. So I don't know if they're going to get that because I don't think the teams are that desperate for Kevin Love based off of his play over the last couple of years. But I don't know. Kevin Love might actually want to stay in Cleveland now that he might be the go-to guy like he was in Minnesota. And he was nasty when he was in Minnesota. His production has declined since he been in Cleveland, but I feel like he can show something now that he's the guy in Cleveland. With Colin Sexton, they can run a little pick and roll, pick and pop. I feel like Kevin Love can go back to his Minnesota Timberwolves days, maybe. And now he has an even better shot. So we can see with Kevin Love whether he's going to be in Cleveland or whether he's going to be shipped somewhere else. I don't think he'll be shipped anytime soon because teams aren't really going to just give up a lot for Kevin Love. Kevin Love is like a piece that you add to an already great team to basically bring you over the top. And I don't know if Boston or Philly or Toronto, any teams like that are willing to give away their young pieces just for Kevin Love. I tell you, did the Knicks get a steal in Kevin Knox?
Poked away. Morris was a late entry into the summer league lineup tonight as Knox with a filthy dunk, getting them on their
transition. Better handle than people realize. Aggressive at the rim. I'd call that a high percentage shot. Kevin Knox much more versatile than people realize. Very good without the basketball, coming off bumps on ground.
I don't know. Maybe too early. Like I said, it was just week 1 and just the summer league. But Kevin Knox is looking versatile for the New York Knicks. And he got booed. And the thing is, when Knicks fans boo their draft picks, they end up turning out pretty good. Like Kristaps Porzingis. Kevin Knox is looking like a facilitator, and he's very athletic. He has high ceiling. He's only 18 years old, so he can only grow from here. But he's looking like he could be a triple-double threat up there in New York. He's on glimpses of greatness. And when I say the Knicks get a steal, because I think the Knicks had the 8th or the 9th pick in this last draft, and Kevin Knox wasn't projected to go that high. And a lot of people were saying he should have stayed at Kentucky for 1 more year because they didn't think he proved he didn't show what he did when he was in high school. But Kevin Knox, like I said, is only 18, so he's only going to get bigger as he ages. And he can be nasty. He could be just as nasty as the top guys that were drafted top 5 in the draft, or even better. So I do believe the Knicks got a steal in Kevin Knox. But it's not like he fell. It's just his production in his 1 year of college just wasn't enough, or wasn't better than the top 5. But I feel like he's gonna give it to him. He's gonna give it to him. He a dog. Devin Booker just signed a max 5-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. A lot of people were like, no, don't do it. You don't want to stay with the Phoenix Suns. But I could see the future that the Suns are getting into. Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, Mikal Bridges, and DeAndre Ayton. That's a nice young core that you can build around. They got a new head coach who coached Luka Doncic in Europe, so might be a new culture over there in Phoenix. Try to get back to the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns days. So Devin Booker believes in the process, and he's not gonna back down from a challenge. And who's really gonna turn up on them coins? Like, for real? I think he got like 158 million. So it's only 5 years. He's still young too. So he's not even in his prime yet. So he can see what Phoenix is working with, what they're not working with, and who knows? Maybe if it doesn't work out in these 5 years, he can move on to somewhere else. There's no big deal. Just get your money while you can. After 17 years. 17 years though. Like, Tony Parker is moving on from the Spurs. When I first started watching basketball, I was like, what, 5 or 6? Tony Parker was on the Spurs. Like, he's mad old. Like, I don't know how old he is, but he played 17 years in the league. I'm only 22, so come on now. Tim Duncan already retired. Manu Ginobili should retire. And Tony Parker still wants to roll in the league. He doesn't want to start sitting behind DeJounte Murray, the young and upcoming point guard for the San Antonio Spurs now. So he signed with the Charlotte Hornets for 2 years, 10 mil. But the thing is, he's still going to be behind Kemba Walker, who's already proven to be a pretty great point guard in the league. So I don't see how his role is going to be that much different from Charlotte and San Antonio, but they still got Pop there. I didn't even think he would leave Pop. Like, this is crazy, but the thing is, everybody wants to leave San Antonio right now. Kawhi. He signed a 2-year deal, like I said, 10 mil. I heard he wants to play 3 more years. Honestly, I feel like Michael Jordan just talked to Tony Parker and be like, hey man, can you come over here? And you got 5 rings. I got 6, man. We gotta coach up these young boys in Charlotte and try to get them, teach Kemba Walker how to win. So he's just gonna be that veteran role player. I feel like he's not, like I said, his role is not gonna be that much different than what it was gonna be in San Antonio. But if it was with me, I got 5 rings. 5 rings, 17 years. I'm I'm done. Like, I'm not going to another team. I've been on the same team for 17 years. Like, I'm done. They didn't want me. If they didn't want me back, and I'm not going to try to go to nowhere else. I'm done. My career is over. Finally, Carmelo Anthony, who I thought re-signed with the OKC Thunder or picked up his player option, but I guess the Thunder are willing to trade him or buy him out. So basically, the question is, where will Melo go? He's going to join or try to join a banana boat brother, whether that be D-Wade in Miami, LeBron in LA, or CP3 in Houston. Or he might go to the Philadelphia 76ers and team up with the Process, but I doubt that will happen. They keep saying every free agent. Philadelphia 76ers are like the Los Angeles Lakers every year. They think they're going to get every single free agent option that has a big name or had a big name in the league. I say go play with Houston. They need a 3 and they keep missing out. They missed out on Paul George. They missed out on LeBron. Like, they need a 3 if they're going to have any chance in the West next year. Carmelo might as well go to Houston. But knowing him, he'll probably go to LA, play with LeBron. That's not the choice I would make. Thank you for watching this episode of The Final Score. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Please watch my other videos. Season 5, Episode 1 and Season 5, Episode 2 are uploaded. Again, my name is Jaylen Brinson, and that is The Final Score.
All the friends who try to smash me. She told her ex she tried to smash me. She told the world she tried to smash me. I'm in the last lane, fast speed. I do hella blue ways, baby, go to South Beach. I do hella blue ways, baby, let your mouth speak. I do hella